Okay, so again, we're going to get started here. I am recording this session. I recorded yesterday's session and I will put those on the Embroid Me Education website so you can view those videos of the company stores. So we're going to go ahead and get started with the Esperanza Aztecs. It's a local high school here, and I've gone ahead and created that store yesterday. I did play around with it, so it does look a little bit different from when we left yesterday. I have changed the background to black. I left the banner the same and edited some of the color scheme. So that's what you see here in front of you. Now, yesterday we did go to the back end and select the suppliers, and we also created a category called Spiritwear that we wanted to appear on our site. For the time being, we did some placeholders, and you'll see 3 products on the site right now. We're going to actually remove those. Those are actually copies of existing data from the Vision system, so they're not really unique as far as pricing and colors for this particular store. But I did want to show you yesterday how you can find product and put product on a store without editing that. When you're building these stores, the thing that you will be having to do is adding in the product that you want. So you'll add in each individual product that you want on your website or your company store for the customer. So we're going to go back up to the management console. Again, to be able to sign in to your website, you just need to put the / and then manage on the back of that URL. And that will take you into this management area that we're going to work in today. So first things first, just a little bit of review. Yesterday we went into this products drop down and we edited our suppliers. We also added a supplier. So for these company stores, you will add in the customer as a supplier. It will designate the products that are coming in from your store for you to process those orders. So you do want to add in that customer. So we added Esperanza High School and we went ahead and moved them to the general column. So this vendor will be listed here in the general column. Now we also have selected our preferred vendors over here to the left, and then we hid everybody else. So that's one of the things that we did yesterday to prepare for today's session. The other thing we did was coming back up to products and we went into categories. And we basically turned off all the categories by unchecking those category fields. We did add a category using this button, and we added that Spiritwear category that you see here. So this is my category for this particular store. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to begin to add a product that we want to put on this store. So we're going to start with a t-shirt. So what I'm going to do is the first thing, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to go to products, and I can use this find a product. And this pulls up the search area. So you can search for a particular product. If you know the product that you're adding, say it's a G200, you can go ahead and just begin to add that product. But I did want to show you, I'm going to search for a Burnout t-shirt. And I'm going to use this t-shirt on the site. I think we already put this one up here, but we're going to use this ladies burnout tee. So if I go into the details of this, this is going to show me the generic pricing for that burnout tee, and I believe it's from Bodick and Rhodes. Now, if you want to customize that with embroidery or screen printing, which we're going to do, then we'll add that into the product when we add that product to our store. So I'm going to leave this tab open so I can use some of the cost and sell price here. So I'm going to grab this code 118395. So I want to make sure that I know what code that is. And then I can come up here now, and I'm going to actually open. I'm in the product add. So this basically is add a new product. And that's what will take you into this area. And what we're going to do is we're going to give it a name. So we're going to say it's the Lady Ombre okay. And we're going to give it a code. Now this code is going to be unique to the company store. So if the vendor code is 6542, that's the supplier code. So what we're going to use is that supplier code, but I'm going to put Esperanza in front of it. So I'm going to just do ESP, and then I'll do a dash, and I'm sorry, it was 6542. So that's going to be our unique code for this product on your company store. Then we'll give it a description. What we're going to do is just actually copy that description and bring it in here and paste that in there. Now it doesn't like little percentages and other little symbols in here. So we want to make sure we get rid of some of the symbols and make sure that it will save. So we'll edit this. And I think everything else looks fine. So we've got our description. Now what we're going to do over here is we're going to go in and add it to a category. And I'm going to select standard, and I'm actually going to put it in that spirit wear category that we have created for this store. So I'm going to hit OK. And then I'm going to select the vendor as Esperanza. I think it's going to be one of our, there we go. Okay, because that's unique to the company store. So when I'm adding this, the important things are the code, making sure it goes into the category that you've created, or and selecting that vendor as that actual customer. So the next step is coming into colors and sizes, and we're going to put the colors here. So if we want to say the main color is going to be white, so, and then the trim color is kind of a grayish tan. It looks like, what do we got here? Banana cream, black, envy, hot. Okay, so we've got these. So we'll just say it's, we'll put this particular shirt on here with the gray. I think I want to say it's a warm gray. So we'll come in here and we'll say the trim color is going to be that warm gray. Let's do gray and see if it gets up in here. Okay, we'll just give it gray. And then we'll add another main color and we'll do the white again. Oh, well, there's the warm gray. Anyways, we'll do the white. And we'll do acid black. Okay, so basically we'll select a different, let's do the right here and go to the warm. Okay, so we've selected our color and our trim color, and then we're going to come over here and select our sizes. So we're just going to click on tops, open up that arrow, and we're going to say it's an extra small. It's available in a small, a medium, a large, an extra large, and a 2XL, and a 3XL. So we've selected our sizes. So we're going to come over to the customization. This is where you could put the imprint, so you could actually say customization is going to be, embroidery. And you can say one position, and you could put the width and height of that position. And then you could do a different customization method if you'd like. So you can go ahead and set up your customization methods for that particular shirt. And then we're going to come over to pricing, and we're going to enter it as a cost cell. And we must do plain stock. So we need to click plain stock. We're going to enter a quantity break, and I'm just going to do a quantity break of 1 today. And then my cost, if I come over here, I'm just going to say my cost price is $7.50. And my sell is going to be, let's pop back over here. So we're going to say the sell price is $18.75. But if we want to include the embroidery on that, we're going to just go ahead and say it's going to be, 26 even. So we'll come over here, and we'll say the shirt's going to be $26. So we've entered the basic product price. But what you'll see down here is we have additional color and price variations. So for those larger sizes, why don't we say we're going to add, and for the color white and warm gray, the size extra double X, we're going to add a variation there. And that's going to be a cost of $7.50 again. But we're going to say that's going to be $28 for that extra, the double X. Okay, so we're going to add another price variation. We're going to do the same thing for the white and acid black. So we're going to do the double X, and we're going to add that. And that's going to be $7.50 as well. And scrolling down here, and that'll be $28 for the sell. So we want to enter in those additional price and color variations. So we're going to do 2 more. We're going to do the warm gray, and we're going to do the triple XL. And we're going to enter that is $7.50. And that is going to be a $30. And then we'll do the black. So you're going to need to enter all the different variations that you're offering if there are any price adjustments. Okay, so the last thing that we have is we've filled out all the pricing information. Now what we can do is the last thing that we're going to do is come over here to the images. And we're going to actually upload an image of that shirt with a logo. So I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to choose a file. And I believe I've already got this one in here. So we'll go ahead and grab it. There's that logo, even though it's a screen print, but we'll go ahead and say it's embroidery. We'll open that up, and then we'll upload that. So we now have the image. So that's the complete product ad. That is what you'll have to do for every product that you want to put on this unique company store. So now we've got the image. And then when we're all done, we're going to come over here. We're going to check publish the product to the website and check save product. And that's going to go ahead and save that product for us. So it's still thinking. If you have any questions throughout this webinar, please feel free to type those questions in there, and I'll try to get to those throughout the webinar. I'll definitely get to them at the end. Okay, so it says, oh, this product's already in use. So it looks like it's saved the first time. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to view the site. And because we created that category called spirit wear, it should just pop that product into that spirit wear category. So if I click on spirit wear, we now see there's that shirt that we added. So that's the process that you would do to add the product onto the company store. So we'll do another one just to kind of get familiar with everything. I have a couple more. We'll do a backpack here, but we'll go back to the management console. I can go over here to find product. Okay, and then I can search for that backpack that I want to put up there. And I'm going to use Sweda. I'm not quite sure if I put Sweda on the... And what we're going to do is look at this Manchester backpack. I believe it's over here. Here we've got the Manchester. So we can take a look at the details of that backpack. Okay, so we're going to be adding that backpack. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to come into this area. I'm going to copy and open another tab. Okay, and since we have that backpack open here, I've already put the logo on it, so we can go in here. I'm going to now add that product. Okay, so we've got the supplier code is SD8018. So that's this code right here. So we're going to use that code when we're putting in this product. So we're going to come over here to products. We're going to enter a new product. And we're going to go through this step by step. Now, this will not be an apparel item, so we'll go fairly quickly. So on here, we'll do the Manchester backpack. And that code is SD, but we still have to tie it. So we're going to do ESP-SD 8018. And we do that because as this comes into your order management system, you want to identify it, that it's coming in from the Esperanza High School website, because you might have different pricing. But when you order it with the vendor, we want to make sure that we are using that proper vendor code. So that's why we do that naming of the code there. So we'll go into this backpack and we'll grab the description. And we'll add it in there. And what we'll do is we'll go into the category. We'll go ahead and put it in that same spirit wear category. And we'll also identify that with Esperanza that we had added in there. So we've got that. And then we can go over to colors and sizes. In this case, we're just going to do one color. It's going to be a gray. There's the gray, and we're going to do the trim color of black. So, and there we go. Okay, so we're just going to do one option there for the backpack, and there's no real size, so we'll just leave that alone. And then we'll come over to customization. This is again where you could put that embroidery, and you could do the one position, and you could put your width and height and diameter there. We come into pricing. This is where you can come in, do your cost and sell, select plain stock, and our quantity break is going to be 1. And our cost, let's go up here to this backpack and find out what our cost is. $5.99. So we can come in here. But with the embroidery, we're going to be selling that at $20. Okay, and if we had any other price variations, just like we did with the shirt, we can add those in. So the last thing we're gonna do is come in and bring that image in. And you can see I already kind of did a logo markup. So I'll go and choose that file and find that Esperanza backpack. There, we've got it. See, I've already kind of painted that logo in there so you can see what that looks like. And we'll open that up and upload it to our product ad. And so we have our backpack there. And then the last thing we're going to do is publish that product to the website and save it. And I'll take any questions while it's saving that. So we've got the product has been saved and it's live. And now we can go ahead and we can view the site because we've added it directly into that spirit wear category that we created. And if I click on spirit wear, we can bring that in there. And we now have our backpack and our t-shirt. So you can continue to add products and change the layout of how that's going to appear on the page, but this is basically where you would put them. You can put them on a category. Now the other thing you could do is, since we have these products, we can also go ahead and display those on the home page in place of the ones that we had. So I'll write down those product codes, which I see right here, the 226405 and the 226411. We want to write down those, and we're going to go and edit our home page so that we have those products appearing instead of the placeholders. So we'll come into the management console and we'll go to our content drop down, and this is where we can see our pages. So we'll click on pages. And we'll find our home page, which is down here, and we'll edit the contents of that page. Now yesterday we were able to put in this HTML box. And so what we want to do now is we want to edit this product box. So we're going to edit it using the pencil. And we're going to say My Selections, and this is where we're going to put that product code. The first thing, though, I'm going to do is delete the ones that we're not going to be using anymore. And we'll put in our new product code. And insert. And then we'll insert our other product code. And this time, because we were showing 3 before, what we're going to do is we're just going to put 2 on there. But you would need to key in the amount of products that you want to display on that page or that product list. So because we have 2, we're going to change this to 2. And I'm going to do 2 per row. And I'm going to save. So you see now we've got our 2 products that we've added here today, and they're now on our home page. Now you also have this product list text HTML. So if you wanted to, you could put some more text in here, or you could put a picture. So if we wanted to come in here, we could, put a picture of, the football team or the high school or what have you. What I like to do is always put images of email and link it to the email address that I want. So we have the welcome information here. If I click on this, I can actually come in here and insert another image. So I'm going to insert the email icon so people can click on it and immediately email me. So I'll click on that picture and I'll browse my server for that image. So we're going to choose a file, go back to my desktop, and I believe I have the mail icon. So we'll look, here we go. So I've got that JPEG. I'm going to bring it in. and upload it to the server. So you'll see it there. And now when I select it, it'll bring it into this preview box. I'm going to just make it a little icon. So I just want to make it 100. And then I can bring it in there. So if I had multiple different, maybe I had Twitter or Facebook, I could bring in each of those icons here, and then I can link them. So if I want to click on the image, I can come over here and link that image, select whether I want to link it to a page, a URL, or an email, and I can just simply put my address in here. And click OK. So now if I save my changes, we'll take a look at what we've done here today on this webinar. So we'll go ahead and publish the changes that we made on the home page. And we'll now view our site. So we've got a nice looking company store. We've got the logo up here across the top. This is done in an HTML module, and we put that image up there yesterday. We also went in and changed some of the overall layout and style and color, so you can see that. And then today what we did is we've added our products. So you can see the 2 products that we've added today. They're now on the home page, but they're also in the Spiritware category. That's located on the toolbar as well as under the categories area. So if we want to click on Spiritware, you can pull those in. So you can see that. Now, other options that you have, if you have a site or a company store, you might want to add pages up here. You might want a page for apparel. You might want a page for totes. You can do that, and then you can put those products on the pages that it relates to. So that's completely up to you. Or if you do something special, such as maybe the bling as far as the rhinestones, you can go ahead and do custom upgrades or options, and you could have a whole page of some of those different things that are available on those products that you offer. So right now I want to take any questions before we conclude our webinar. Okay, well, I don't see any questions at this time. Hopefully, if you do have any questions, you can contact our support team. And again, I've recorded these webinars, so I will put them up on the Embroid.me education site so that you can go ahead and see those or view those whenever it's convenient for you if you have any questions. Thank you very much for attending today's webinar.